Just think it was only an hour and a half ago. I was thinking 2 hours ago. I was thinking I've picked the wrong day here, but look at this. Gorgeous and not a sound. Just leaving Hartsop car park, and I'm off to do a little wild camp. The beginning of this week, the forecast was cold, snow on the tops, clear skies to the end of the week. It's now Friday, a couple of 100 metres and then the cloud. It was supposed to clear in the morning, but the forecast now says it's not. But I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to go up anyway, see what I find. I was going to go to High Street, the same place that I camped on a previous video in the summer a couple of years back, just to compare it. It's an awesome view, and High Street gets some snow, but I don't think there's going to be anything up there. But we'll soon see. I've got my spikes and my little occasional axe if I need it in the bag, but got a feeling it's just going to be a walk in the mist and a quiet camp, but that's all right. I've got some food with me, and I could do with a long night in bed anyway. So let's see how we get on. I'll come back to you when we're up towards the reservoir. Every time I walk up here, two things catch my eye, or I look for two things. Firstly, can you see up there, there's a little hole from an old mine or something. I'd love to go up and have a look, but it looks a bit of a trudge to get up there. The other one you can't quite see, but I've seen it on Google Earth. On the side of this Hartsop Dod or Hartsop Fell, Hartsop Dod, I can't remember. There's a sticky outy bit a bit lower down from the top, and it looks like it's got a flat bit on it. The sun catches it on Google Earth, but you can't tell on there. But since I've seen it, every time I come past here, it's got it's got cloud on it. But it's quite a trudge up there to go and have a look. I've walked around over the top there before, because it's thick cloud I didn't go and experiment. But anyone know whether are those Eagle Crag or Raven Crag? But it's up there in the mist there. Anyway, let's get back up here. For some reason I decided to still go up here, just because I think I can navigate quite well. I mean, I've got my compass and map, but it's quite easy navigation up here because of the walls. There's walls that run along a lot of the tops, and just makes it a bit simpler. Beautiful though. I've got my sailor rucksack. Seems quite a nice design. The only thing short of is pockets on the hip, but I've got my 25-year-old bum bag I use for some of my bits when I'm filming, or just stash my gloves in, so it's not going to make any difference. But it's quite a nice slimline bag. So we're not far off level with the reservoir. There's some lovely lovely gullies over there. Look. We're going round on that shoulder there, just out of sight basically. There's another little dip, and we're going up to the right of the dip. Yeah, I'm thinking, I think I've always walked up this side of the river, but I'm thinking actually the walk on the other side is better. It's quite a nice gentle climb until you just get to the bridge down here and then come and join this one. But it's quite a nice walk the other side. There's the reservoir, can you see it? Well, not going to see much today. Well, we're going up here. It gets a little bit steep and then we'll veer off to the right. As you can see, I'm now in the clag. I'm only just 50 metres above the water. So it's a good idea, especially on these hills that haven't got a lot of features. All you've got is the walls. That's about it really. So it's a good idea when you still know where you are, not think you know where you are, but when you know where you are, just to check the map, check what your next waypoints are. If you need to, get the compass out. I mean, I know where I am, but I'm just gonna, I'll see this wall here, I'm just gonna double check a few things. Just before you get to Hazewater, the path goes up the hill. That's where I am now. It goes up to the Knott. It looks like it goes just around past the Knott. Is a little tiny summit on the right. It goes around that onto High Street, mostly south, across the Riggindale Straits, and then yeah, just continue along handrail the edge on the left, and we go past Long Stile onto High Street. The other reason I've stopped is because my back got a bit of sweat then. I've got a lot of winter stuff with me today, so I don't want to get all sweaty and cold, so I'm just giving it an air. At some point it intercepts the Angle Tarn path that sort of traverses round, and then it sweeps round to the right onto the top. So that's all we've got to do. But the thing is, because I'm going to stick to the path today, last time once I got quite high I cut the corner, but I can't really see the there's a steeper bit over there. I don't want to risk cutting it short, so I'm going to go up path all the way, unlike my normal jaunts into the hills. But like I said in my last film, sensible decisions. It's alright if you can see where you're going. Just joined the path that comes up from the traverse from Angle Tarn, so I'm doing quite well. It's quite bright here. I'm wondering if I took the drone up whether we'd get above. Well, I'm near the top, and there's crags to the right here, so I think we're not far off, but I've got some blue there, so I'm just going to put the drone up to see if I get any nice nice views for a second, just in case it all comes back in again. But I think it might be alright. Let's have a look. Well, you may have just witnessed the death of my drone. It won't stay up, it just keeps falling out of the sky. I've changed the batteries, I've done everything, and it just says there's a takeoff error. I've run out of battery power trying. I've tried quite a few times, it just keeps falling out of the sky. And yeah, looking good up here. I'm really hoping that the original forecast was for the cloud to go, but the recent forecast it's been that it's going to stay, so might be a bit hit and miss. But anyway, you need to get up the top because otherwise it'll end up being dark. So gutted, no drone footage. When I'm where I'm going, I'll put a little bit up from when I last was here, but it won't look the same because it's not wintry in the last one. Oh dear. Hey, flipping brilliant. We're getting to some ice, and look, we're just on the top of an inversion. The only thing is, the top's there, and I don't think we're going to quite get on top of it, but we'll see. Have a look at this. Yeah, inversion. So bad down there, but not up here. Looks like it might be a nice camp after all. The thing is, where do I camp? Because look at this. Shame about the drone, eh? Oh no. Anyway, I'm thinking that'll be a lovely one, but I won't get the view that way, so I'm going to have to go up to the top. Just up here, towards High Street, on the Straits of Riggindale. Maybe go along. Wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So she's pitched. No drone, because I've got to be creative. There you go. Look at that. Yeah. Losing the light over this side a little bit, but getting funky over this side. Yeah, nice view. Just think it was only an hour and a half ago. I was thinking 2 hours ago. I was thinking I've picked the wrong day here, but look at this. Gorgeous, and not a sound. Going down. It's going down. Horizon's turning pink. Don't want you to miss this, but I'll turn it round. It's all turning pink over there. Wow. I really thought I was just going to be sitting in the mist. Got a long night still. Yeah. I do like High Street from this side. It looks really good, doesn't it? So it's about 1 minute to sunset according to the clock. It's 12 minutes past 4. Look at the colours. I hope you get some colours on this. I think I might be shooting in cine light, which sort of makes it a bit, it takes on a vibrance away. There goes the sun. Ooh. Oh wow, colours are amazing. You got the orange, and then it's going, look at the sky, it's going orange into the blue, but over here it's going like indigo on the horizon into the pink and the pinky orange. Wow. Oh, such a shame I haven't got the drone. I'm going to keep saying that, but we can see it. Yeah, I do like High Street from this side. It looks much more interesting than when you're walking over it. There it goes. There it goes. Clouds don't seem to be moving. There's virtually no breeze. So it's going to be chilly tonight, but it won't be too bad. There you go, sun's gone. And the pink in the sky. Wow. Look at it. I can't. You can't look at it enough. Camp's over there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. Let's go back. Last little look before I get my dinner sorted. Woo. It don't get much better than that. It gets better, but not much. I can't see any lights anywhere, like no one else camping. There probably is, but so we might get a clear night. And if we get a clear night, I'm starting to wonder if there's going to be any possibility for any lights. So the colour, I really hope some of the colour comes out. That sky is just the way it variegates, whatever the word is. The way it goes from orange through to greeny aqua to blue. Oh, it just looks gorgeous. All silhouetted. Lovely. Right, so I'm getting peckish, as I said. I have got a special menu tonight, and I think you're gonna find it quite funny, because it's like two ends of the spectrum of food joined together. Let's see what it is. So I was going to tell you what we've got tonight. We have a little can of white wine. I wanted red, but they didn't have any. And then we have noodles, but with the noodles we have fillet steak. It's only a fillet steak from a supermarket, but it all adds up to not much different. to what it would cost to have one of them fancy packet foods. So I thought the steak would be a better one. I've cooked steak on this a few times. It's not ideal in this aluminium thing though. I normally have a little skillet, but I couldn't be bothered because it was heavier. Woo. It's coming along. Oh, it's looking good. Nearly there. This steak is absolutely banging, if I'm allowed to use that word. Melts in the mouth. You know what? It's one of the best meals I've cooked in a tent. Pot noodle and fillet steak. Well, that's happening again. Cheers, everyone. So it's probably dark now. The stars are just mind-blowing. I'm going to try and do some pictures or some sort of long exposure, see if I can capture any of it. But it's mind-blowing, it's bonkers, it's lovely. Whoop. I was so, on the way here I thought, oh well, I'll do it, and then on the way up I thought, oh well, I don't want to be a fair weather camper, so I'll just go and do it. It'll just be fog and mist and damp, but it's brilliant. Just shows, you never know. I've got the other head torch aiming at me just so that I can not look like a silhouette. Well, I've been out stargazing for quite a while now, and the stars are just stunning. Yeah, I've put some pictures up if I haven't done it already, but it's just amazing. Can't see any northern lights tonight, but maybe in a few hours we'll catch something. I don't know. I think it would have been up. If it's up, it should have been visible already. But I'm going to go and get me sleeping bag out and get cosy and finish me wine. I've only had half a glass, but wow, such a good night up here. Seen a couple of head torches, looks like they're over on Helvellyn, so someone's out, but you won't see none of that because it's over there. That blue thing, that's the camera. So Helvellyn's over there. Anyway, so yeah, I'll get tucked up, I'll say goodnight, and then we'll see what the morning brings. It's just mind-blowing being out here with no light pollution, and yeah, just, there's one. There's one. So it's only 7:45, so I decided to have another walk round, and there's a little bit of snow up here, but nothing much. It's quite frozen, but even on the path there's only a few places where it's melted and there's ice. So I've not used my micro spikes again. I've carried them, but I've not used them. Why is the plough so much bigger up here? From my house it never looks big, but that's massive. Woo. Welcome to the untidy tent. Well, I don't know what the morning's going to hold, but
the evening was certainly fantastic. So I don't normally wear one of these in bed. I'm just going to see what it's like. It's not mega cold, it's sort of probably around freezing. So I'm going to probably end up taking this off because although I've only got the relatively cheap OEX Leviathan, I'm quite a warm sleeper, so I'm normally quite toasty in this. I have actually put my down over my feet as well, and hopefully I'm just going to get toasty and have a good sleep. What can I say? Good night. Let's see what the morning brings. Yeah.
Too low climb. Very toasty, but the wind's got up. So part of the reason for the flappy was the door zip had come undone a little bit, but other than that, tent's doing alright. It's quite cold out. And I'm quite toasty, so I shall get back to sleep. I tossed and turned. I got woken by the wind, but I had quite a lot of sleep as well. It's 5 minutes till sun up, so I'm just about to go and have a look, see what's outside. Well, I guess worst case scenario would be that it's raining. It's not raining, but we are in the cloud, so not going to be a very spectacular morning. So I'm going to get a coffee on, and I think it's just going to be packing up and straight down. I would have done a walk around over High Street, but I'm not going to bother this morning if it's plugged in. Oh. That's lovely. I've got a coffee bag in with the water. I'm using half of one of these each mug because it's only a little mug, to supplement it and get it milky. And I've also added a squirt of condensed milk. It's lovely. I'm going to just finish the tent, head down to the Straits, Riggindale, and then it's still not clear. I'll just head back on the same path. One good thing about it being this cold is sideways cloud would normally get you pretty damp, but I'm not getting damp at all, so it's keeping me dry. So let's see what the route down's like. It's 9:30. I'm well late, but it took me time, had a cup of coffees, and yeah, I think I'm going straight down. I think it's warmed up this morning. There's definitely a little bit more has melted. It's a lovely view of Riggindale and down to Haweswater. This outer I've got on is a North Face. It's like a hard shell but waterproof. I saw it a while back and I thought, you know what, that's flipping fantastic. It's a little bit heavy for a lot of the year, but in the winter it's brilliant because you just don't feel anything through it. You know, even a Gore-Tex with a bit of a stiff breeze and cold, you can feel the cold getting zapped out of you if you've not got a lot under it. But this, I've done sort of cold walks like this with just a thin layer underneath, and it's very good for the winter, I must say. That's the trouble, really good kit is often not very versatile it's good for a really sort of slim amount of conditions. Find that with most of the gear. If it does absolutely fantastically, it's because you wore it on the right day, and that's why it's worth having a couple of different options, either in the bag or in the car when you're setting out. Right, we're just coming up. This is the Straits of Riggindale. So as soon as there's a right turn, I'm taking it down back towards the way I came. Love that view of, I love that view of High Street last night. It was really good. I'm so glad I didn't trudge up to camp on High Street, because I've been there before. That was a really nice viewpoint last night. Yeah, cool. I have to come a long way to do these wild camps, and although if it was just in the mist, it's still experience and practice, but having that inversion made it 10 times worthwhile. Fantastic. Beautiful. Heading down there, you can see Hayes Water. Knott's off. Just down there, you might be able to see the White House. I feel really good this morning, and I haven't even had a decent breakfast. I had 2 of them gels. I don't know if you ever use them, but I don't like often eating a lot on the hill when I'm on the move, and often on a wild camp I don't really fancy cooking much in the morning. Sometimes I do a porridge. I have had the bag of all day breakfast, but this morning again I thought, you know what, I don't really fancy anything, so I just took a couple of them gels just so I've got some sugar and some salts and that in me. And you know what, I feel buzzing, I feel really good. I use them occasionally on a day when I don't really want to stop for lunch, or I don't intend to, and they always sort me out a treat. And on Amazon you can get like a box of 20 or whatever, pretty cheap. So even for emergencies I always keep 3 or 4 of them in my bag. I feel I'm flagging a little bit or need a top up. So, PS, I'm going to just add a couple of things, because I commented on about a couple of things on the way up, and now you can see them. I might as well show you. So, there you go, there's Hayes Water. There's the water. It's a beautiful area this, and it's only like half hour from the car to the water, so it's a lovely walk even with the kids or dogs. And this circuit up onto High Street and around, you've got choices. You can go down the middle here, or you can go over Hartsop Dodd on the end, and yeah, it's a lovely high level sort of little round. And especially when you get onto High Street, or where I've been last night, there's great views of Riggindale, etc. So that's one. And now I'm going to show you the other one when I'm right down there. So that's the Knott that I was looking down on from where I camped. That's also a fantastic viewpoint if you only want this direction. Not quite so high, really nice spot. But yeah, I was on Rampsgill Head
the other side, just the north end of the Rigdale Straits, which is up there, and then you've got High Street. There is Raven Crag. Definitely got a flat bit on, and there's a wall down to it as well for navigation, so that's definitely an interesting spot. The only thing that's not good about it is possibly the views are restricted to just this valley. It's actually time for me to go, so take care.